Right. I'm sorry for all the delays, but I was having lunch. Sorry for all the delays. Let me just get the game window up. Right. CPY.
2 years have passed since the second incursion. Our culture once again finds itself lost and searching.
Oh, we've already seen that stuff. Revolutionary at the crossroads. Well, I think I've read this one already. Okay. What was that? Was it part of the game? I hope it was. Personal database. Levian. Taurus Federation. Levian soured on the Alliance after the ill-fated Maronite boarding early in the 14 Years' War. Since being discharged, Ahin returned to his home system of Antares to become a vocal critic of the GTA, although not a very well-known one, until the publication of his book, War-Torn and Without Choice. Ahin's harsh criticism was immediately popular with secessionist elements of Antares' populace, although it was also faced with criticism over its political statements and factual inaccuracies. Nevertheless, Ahin was invited to Gulnara Local News, a radical program on the Gulnara Holonet, as a political commentator. Ahin's rhetoric was a major factor in the rise of secessionist sentiment throughout Antares, and his image has been used in anti-GTA protests in other systems as well. Any Allied officer interacting with Ahin is to answer his points calmly and with a minimum of confrontation so as to avoid giving him more ammunition for his screeds. Admiral Poe, commander of the GTD Intrepid. Admiral Poe is an unconventional and somewhat controversial officer, but even his critics commend his dedication and loyalty to the GTA. Hailing from a middle-class family with no military background, Poe defied expectations by graduating from the academy at the top of his class. His valedictorian speech centered on his upbringing on Beta Aquila 4, the effects of crime and corruption on his friends and family, and his desire to help pave the way for a better future. Admiral Poe has high standards for his crew, his pilots, and himself. He's comfortable making snap decisions, and has repeatedly risked his flagship, the Intrepid, in key battles, jumping in to reinforce positions other admirals would have ceded. During the 14 Years' War, Poe developed a worthy opponent reputation among the Sudan commanders. After the ceasefire, he was often appointed as the Alliance's representative in joint operations against the Shivans. Poe's tendency for overwritten speeches and navel-gazing has been well known since his academy days. Instead, he earns the trust of his subordinates by running a tight ship and fighting alongside them. Poe's tactics have drawn both praise and criticism, however, with detractors arguing that his affinity for risky moves could easily be exploited by a commander who understood his psychology. Some have even argued that his success should be attributed more to luck than skill. While Poe's decision-making is unorthodox, he has been criticized for being too inflexible or by the book in other matters. especially in his interactions with people outside his command. Allied Command's decision to send him to the troubled Antares system therefore raised some eyebrows. The majority opinion is that Poe's creativity and experience leading special forces make him uniquely qualified to untangle the crime rings that plague the division, while a vocal minority led by the 10th Fleet's Admiral Shirazi argued that someone with a better diplomatic track record would be better equipped to understand Antares' unique culture, social structure, and troubles. And here we have Ozymandias, Fleet Commander of the HLD Cardinal. The rogue Vasud Admiral styling himself Ozymandias seems to be a rising star in the Hammer of Light. Nothing is known about his personal life, and Vasudan intelligence was unaware of him prior to his first appearance in Deneb. What is known is that Ozymandias is a highly skilled strategist, well-versed in clever, deceitful maneuvers, and that he is fully committed to the Hammer's terrorist agenda. Ozymandias commands the Typhon-class destroyer Cardinal. Sensor readings of this ship do not match any previously known Typhon, suggesting it may have been built by the Hammer rather than captured from the PVN. Ozymandias' aggressive strategy has been compared to that of the GTA's Admiral Poe, with emphasis on high-impact actions designed to leave his opponents off guard. Following his entry into Antares, Ozymandias focused his attack on civilian population centers, Terran and Vasudan alike, in an attempt to force them onto the defensive. Oh man. And we can look at the galaxy node map. I believe you went to Sirius now. Antares system. Okay. What if... Okay, so we're in the Antares system. Well, there is Hastings Depot, a moderately busy civilian hub in the outer reaches of the system, providing fueling and storage services to a number of small intra-system concerns. Hastings' deep space isolation make it an ideal place for smugglers to conduct business away from prying eyes. Despite occasional customs inspections by the overstretched Antares security forces, Antares 8, Abondan, the outermost planet of the Antares system known to locals as MD8, Abondan was once the center of the system's gas mining industry during the 2310s to 2320s, until its reserve of useful gases were bled dry by the exigencies of Terran-Vasudan war. Now it only hosts a few derelict orbitals, a shadow of its former economic importance. Exxon Beckham, a derelict gas refinery abandoned by Abadan's rare gas pockets, were drained dry by intense harvesting during the Terran-Vasudan war. Okay. So there's only refineries out there. Antares 5, Ambala, an icy resource-poor world with a population of 2.3 million in underground colonies. Many net rumors still surround the loss of the military transport GTFR Fitzgerald in the low planetary orbit in 2330. While the Intrepid is out of system, Admiral Poe has ordered Operation Center, a full fleet of Ambala in its orbit for smuggler and Hammer of Light bases. Center has yet to turn up any hostile contacts. Clydesdale Weather Station, built in late 2334 to manage its various weather patterns. Clydesdale Station plays a key role in the ongoing and successful terraforming efforts on Hesperia. This new moon houses a booming subterranean colony of 7 million Terran and Vasudan citizens. The success of recent pro-gov-sponsored terraforming efforts has made Hesperia one of the few success stories in the grim economic picture of modern Antares. Marines from the Intrepid Battle Group raided a large Hesperia hab block on a Vesudan merchant's report of large-scale food smuggling. The raid failed to turn up any illegal activity and attracted heavy criticism from Antarian citizens. Thanatos. I believe the Thanatos is the name of the Greek god of death. This frozen ball of ice and dust lived up to its grim name during the Terran-Vesudan War and the Great War. Its isolation and foreboding climate inspired many local rumors of secret GTI bases and mysterious projects. Balls. Sarpedon. Come on. A cold ball of ice and rock, home only to automated mining industries. Balls. Okay, Xanthus. Though this ball of ice and dust is uninhabitable, its polar ice caps are a prime source of drinking water for the rest of Antares. So I wonder... They should put rings around some of these planets. Jump node to Vesuda, Beta Sigma, and Beta Aquilae. I guess these jump nodes orbit the sun. Titula Station, an abandoned military outpost constructed to guard the Vesuda node at one of Antares' Lagrange points in 2328 when Antares was the frontline system in the war. After the Great War, the GTA government could no longer afford to maintain two large and outdated fortifications deep within Terran Vesudan borders and abandoned the station. Who knows, it may be populated by somebody else now. You know, like smugglers, really. Oh, there's the rings! Esperanza! This gas giant is another gas mining and gas refining hub. Principally controlled by Exxon Beckham Orbital Industries. Barbary Platform. This hidden smuggler depot used to be a trafficking point for rare and valuable illegal goods in the center of the Antares black market. Fighters from the GTD Intrepid, pursuing pirate vessels, had taken part in the recent attack on Antares Station. Discover the depot and shut it down. Okay, San Francisco. The smaller of Esperanza's two moons. A cold, nigh-lifeless, rocky ball, inhabited only by a reclusive Catholic contemplative order of 25 monks. Antares 7, GT3, Osliabia. I can't click on it. I can't select it. Exxon Beckham Refinery 204, one of the refineries which processed the raw gas harvested from Esperanza. San Agustin. The larger of Esperanza's two moons, a cool, lifeless, rocky ball, it is uninhabited by Terrans. Exxon Beckham Storage 252, a storage platform which holds raw gas canisters until they can be refined by one of Exxon Beckham's 12 gas refineries orbiting Esperanza. I cannot click on GT3 Cadiz or GT3 Osliabia. Outer Belt. The outermost of Antares' two asteroid belts in 2331 during the Terran-Vesudan War, it was the site of a running battle between the GTD Vienna and PVD Assurance. Antares 6. Thanat. This large, cold, rocky world hosts a population of 7 million Terrans and 44 million Vesudans, living in expensive, climate-controlled underground cities. Much of its Sudan population originally settled in Antares as part of a massive PVN land grab during the early years of the Terran-Sudan War, only for the system to be fully recaptured by the Terrans in 2327. Donut's political and economic prestige are second only to Gulnara, thanks to its population, mining industry, and many civilian orbitals, though the loss of Sol has halted further subsurface and orbital construction. After the Great War, it was judged to be a politically expedient dumping ground for post-war refugees. Thanks to the construction freeze, much of the largely Sudan refugee population currently ekes out a subsistence-level existence in a number of ad hoc orbital refugee camps. A cargo convoy delivering badly needed supplies to Camp Angel and other orbital refugee camps disappeared at 0710 hours yesterday. GTI is still uncertain whether the convoy was attacked by smugglers, the Hammer of Light, or both. To Vega. Travel prohibited by GTA Bureau of Intersystem Commerce. Hillross Station. Exxon beckons Orbital Mining's headquarters in Antares. Hillross Station was built to house high-level executives and oversee gas mining operations throughout the system. It remains an important fixture of Antares' gas mining industry despite the recent economic downturns. Winter Station. Oh my. This bioengineering facility owned by Mensa Biotech develops new engineered bacteria for use in planetary terraforming. The post-Great War need for living space has spurred new planetary colonization throughout Terran Sudan systems, and Mensa stands to profit handsomely from pro-Gov-sponsored frontier colonial ventures. Camp Angel. Man. It's a large cargo container surrounded by few cargo platforms. This ramshackle orbital camp made of repurposed cargo containers is home to 871 displaced refugees, 87% Vasudan and 13% Terran. Though Camp Angel was originally erected as a stopgap facility to house refugees from Vasuda during the Great War, the GTA government overstretched financial and logistical situation makes it unlikely that its residents will find a permanent home anytime soon. Its inhabitants seek out a subsistent lifestyle in cramped conditions, fearful of being raided by smugglers, and distrustful of federal and system governments which have neglected them. Chose her station. That's one I don't think I've clicked on yet. Originally erected as a military supply base during the Vasudan invasion of Antares in 2324, Joser Station is now Antares' most prominent Vasudan civilian habitat and trade hub. Its holding capacity and docking facilities have been taxed to their limit by the recent influx of refugees from Vasuda Prime. Verse 4, you mean I haven't clicked on that one? This blue gas giant is the center of Terran civilization in Antares thanks to its location in Antares' habitable zone and its rare gas reserves. The Gulnara Mu, the center of trade and government in Antares, orbits New Oceania. Okay. Vandomir Earth Refinery, one of the two major refineries which process the raw gas harvested from New Oceania. Okay, so looks like it prefers me to click on the text in order to. Okay, storage platform which holds raw gas canisters mined from New Oceania's atmosphere until they can be refined by Koros and Sandomir Station. Hammer of Light forces attacked Bentley gas storage while most nearby GTA units were busy defending Antares Station and incoming convoys knocking Bentley out of service until further notice. Oh man. Guyan Mesvier Weather Station. One of Gomara's many orbitals, Guyan Messier, he plays a key role in managing the capital moon's weather patterns. Security fighters deployed by Megalith, a local PMC, disable and destroy the attacking HLC Heracleopolis as it attempted a kamikaze run on the station. Yes. Cruiser Division Alpha, I cannot click on that. Gonara, the capital of the Antares system, home to over 70 million inhabitants. As the only terrestrial object within Antares' habitable zone, Gonara has been the most heavily populated world in Antares since the first Terran colonial efforts in 2302. New Shanghai, the planetary capital, is the center of Antares government. Gonara is a hotbed of Antaran particularist agitation against the GTA's recent policies. The Antares Federation, a pro-independence fringe group, has been steadily gaining mainstream support and endorsements from Gonara. Tourist station. Taking a while to load that model. This Arcadia installation will become the center of Antarian government and trade upon its planned completion in 2336. A multi-billion credit investment, Antares Station is the capstone of Governor Hirako's campaign to attract legitimate interstellar commerce and reverse Antares' economic slump. It has come under fire from Antarian particularists who see it as a waste of taxpayer funds and as a symbol of unwanted foreign involvement in Antares' politics and economy. Due to the recent Hammer of Light attacks and disruption of local space travel, freighters can only travel to and from Antares Station in heavily guarded convoys, making part of the journey by sublight. Now, I'm amazed my model doesn't cover that. But gosh. To Beetlejuice. Unstable intersystem jump node travel prohibited. I may have read up all I can on Antares. So, how did they get from Antares to Sirius? Did they go Antares, Suda, Alpha Centauri, Sirius? I have no idea how they got to Sirius, but glad I got rid of that. I'm glad I got rid of that bot and that the bot message didn't show up on the screen. Okay, the stinging of a wasp. Major corporations make plea to Admiral Poe for help as attacks intensify by Siley Diaz. I can't remember whether I've read that or not. Okay, GTA respond to corporations' plea for help. The office of Admiral Poe today responded to spokesperson Yue Fang's plea for help through their own spokesperson, Maria Lutheran. This is what she had to say. The Admiral absolutely understands the need to police trade sectors in the system. We cannot divulge any information about how our pilots are deployed, but we encourage all transports to take every legal measure to increase the safety of their crews. The Admiral will continue to monitor and respond to the security threats that arise throughout the system. The most striking thing about this little statement to me was the contrast between Yue Fang's impassioned speech and this dry-canned response with all the charisma of a block of wood. This is not the first time a prominent citizen of Antares, with the backing of the wider community, has attempted to reach out to Admiral Poe, and it's not the first time it has been met with a response of this nature. The people of Antares are looking for a signal that Admiral Poe has his finger on the pulse here, and that the man has some conviction and a desire to work with us in bringing peace back to the system. We're looking for something that we can get behind and believe in here, and this statement is about the furthest thing in the world from giving that to us. I don't think I would be wrong to speak for others, as well as myself here, when I say we are profoundly disappointed. Editorials were torn in without choice. My goodness, like, they put so much work into this. Now, for 14 years we have seen nothing but ongoing warfare under the blood-stained banner of the GTA, the ever-present threat of attack from the Sudans, the Shivans, and the Hammer of Light has kept us from knowing even the briefest moment of respite. There are children of Antares alive today that have never known peace. What is the Alliance doing? Reinforcing their borders, pushing their propaganda, proving their destroyers through our home as a force to be reckoned with. Symbols of terror and pride, beacons of stability, the stale notions of an old era. All too often in our history, governments fall because their pride and greed deafen to the cries of their people. What makes the GTA any different? Each colony in Antares has been notified that the GTA is redeploying its forces. The Intrepid's battle group is heading this way in the coming months. Perhaps they do not truly believe in the armistice with the Vesudans. In the war they saw Antares as little more than a place to strike at the Vesudan core systems, or perhaps they have come to ensure our submission. Whatever the reason, it is sure that conflict will return to our home. Time and time again we see the same tragedies repeat. How long until we decide enough is enough? More casualties, more tragedies. The GTA never knows when to stop. Just yesterday, I received reports of another raid against civilians. With all the GTA's technology and supposed military prowess, they attacked the innocent during their draconian crackdown on smuggling operations. The footage is horrendous. The vessel transporting a family was mercilessly shredded, the victims murdered by their own government. What does the GTA have to say about this? Let's turn to the spokesman of the Security Council, Robert Fratto. These smugglers, the enemies we're fighting against, they purposely put civilians in harm's way. It's their strategy. That was his official response. Has the GTA gone so far as to blame those that were not even involved in the scene? Was it the smugglers that gave them the information? The GTA must be kept on the leash, and their use of force must be put to an end. How many more families have to die before the GTA is content with the pain they've caused? How many more children have to starve? They say they're here to crack down on crime and raise up the common people. Well, the common people are turning to crime just to stay alive. Our alliance is failing. Many of the outer systems are discontented and putting off their support. The people of Antares already talk of secession. Several politicians, including Lieutenant Governor Isaiah O'Donnell, publicly condemn the GTA's actions. Dissent is spreading like a wildfire, and a party called the Antares Federation, founded by former Representative Rou Zhao, is seeking to replace the pro-alliance incumbent KG Hirako. Should Zhao succeed, there is a chance for us to start anew. Left to its own devices, the future is bleak. We, not this defunct alliance, have the power to change it. Kalevihin. Makes me wonder, how well liked is Kalevihin? Because his writings are definitely disparaging the GTA and the GTA factions at every opportunity. Pirates continue to operate freely within Antares. Just yesterday, a shuttle convoy that was raided and left to float in the emptiness of space for 3 days was found by Golnaran militia first responders. The civilian passengers were fortunately unharmed, but as we all know, not all of their victims are so lucky. Last week, when the GTA launched an operation to capture known Kingpin and RS Gavel, the outlaws left a trail of destruction in their path. They flew near civilian convoys, using them for cover. The GTA was still indiscriminate, and still they failed. Antares has been a haven for outlaws for years. This inevitably came from being a contested system. But now there is supposedly no war being fought, so why are their activities still continuing? Casualties as a result of these violent and abhorrent crimes are the highest since their peak during the 14-year war. The effects are not only immediate, but long-lasting. Families living in these conditions are afraid to leave their homes to work. Some industries avoid the system altogether if they could. The economy of Antares is dwindling, yet no one with resources wants to help. We have cases of malnourished children dying from curable diseases. These despicable crimes must end. We cannot expect help from the GTA, nor from the current regime. So what can we as citizens of Antares do? I mentioned the Antares Federation, an offshoot of the Antares for Antarians movement some time ago. The party leader and nominee Rou Zhao is a fine candidate compared to the incumbent. She is willing to do what is right for the people. To start with, she will seek to repeal the recent draconian laws forced through by Hirako. The term after next is when things will get interesting. There will be a constitutional convention, and Zhao has a plan to make something of it. A true federal democracy, with only the barest possible minimum of outside influence. We will finally have our chance to rebuild. The hand grasping the suns. In a mere 48 hours, the GTD Intrepid and its cohort will emerge from space into Antares. We citizens will be able to look out and witness the mighty hulls and sleek framed warships and fighter craft blotting out the stars surrounding our home. We are assured, of course, that these actions are in the interests of our people, much like a dehydrated child flicking back their hair with the waters of an oasis. This act of chest-thumping is little more than a bandage misapplied to the shallow graves of sparse piracy instead of the deep, sweeping cut in Antares' heart. The Intrepid's battle group is simple outward vanity, an upkeep of appearances, the politician's equivalent of progress. Has the GTA not grown tired of this conflict after 1.5 decades? Have the losses suffered by its citizens in all systems, not to mention the loss of Earth, our ancestral home, not humbled by the Security Council? Antares is a field of soil from which all crops have been sapped. We need new seeds of economic growth if we are to survive the aftermath of the Great War. GTA offers Admiral Poe of the Intrepid as a knight in shining armor to save us from the clutches of smugglers and brigands. Time will tell whether he proves to be the savior they promise. Antares' judgment begins. The GTA. So up until now, I guess these news articles are based on missions that I have not flown. The GTA has wasted no time. In a few days since the Intrepid's arrival, there have been 6 raids on suspecting smuggling operations, 3 of which targeted residential areas. No word has been released on whether any contraband was found as a result, but this veneer of confidentiality is as effective as handprints on glass, and can be seen through just as easily. Meanwhile, at least 2 confirmed pirate attacks have gone off without a hitch under the GTA's noses. After so long, one would presume that the strategists of the Intrepid would be able to anticipate, or at least respond to, the tactics of common brigands. This is what they have stated they are here to do. But why, then, do they seem more interested in cracking down on innocent people? It is clear that the paranoia from the war still flows strongly in the minds of GTA's officers. Do they not understand how long we have been victims, how long we have suffered, Have they grown so accustomed to having enemies on all sides that the innocent are swept beneath the bows of their ships along with the guilty? Sadly, it seems that chances of this paranoia fading with time are low. The GTA has brought with it rumors that the Hammer of Light, a radical Vasudin sect, is still active in Antares. Time will tell whether any truth nests in these rumors, but all of Antares' citizens will be wise to practice healthy skepticism in the face of these claims. Even now we may be being misled. Blind thought. Illusions of progress and proclamations of action are normally what we see from the GTA, but the times continue to swing against them. Senators Hoshi and Jacobson of Regulus have gone missing and are presumed dead. Reports indicate that their transports were attacked by pirates while on a diplomatic visit to the Norwich colony in Regulus. My regular readers will know that the focus of my writing is local, and so may be curious as to the relevance of this news to us here in Antares. The relevance is plain for all to see. Admiral Poe and the Intrepid were in Regulus at the time of the attack. Trouble follows Admiral Poe wherever he goes, it seems. This attack does not strengthen the claim for the GTA. We must, of course, ask how an attack on such prominent political figures within sight of a GTA installation and full battle group was able to succeed. How mere pirates with outdated craft and weaponry outsmarted the veteran pilots of the GTA. We have received no statement from GTA's spokespersons regarding the attack. I'll leave the implications of this as an exercise to the reader. Meanwhile, let us not forget that we have problems of our own here. A cargo convoy carrying food supplies to refugees from New Oceania that was scheduled to arrive yesterday morning has not reported in, and the Intrepid's forces were on the other side of a few jump nodes. For all their proud speeches of defending Antares, the GTA seems very comfortable with leaving us exposed. Sad, really. It seems like the GTA has been failing to defend the Antarian citizens. They've been focusing on other things, like trying to figure out who the criminals are. Anyway, I can play. Okay, so all these missions were made by Mike Nelson or Slasher. Okay, campaign, single, bonus missions. They said that the campaign includes things that were... There's one hidden thing in each mission. There's one hidden thing in each main story mission, and if you find them all, you'll unlock a bonus. Press F2 to change the difficulty level and other options. I will be quiet during the briefings and cutscenes here, as usual. Interrogation report, Senator Hoshi. Oh man, he is Senator Hoshi of Antares meeting with the Hammer of Light. They've met with the commander of the Hammer of Light.
Welcome back to Sirius, pilots. The Intrepid is still in dry dock, and we are scheduled. Welcome back to because Sirius of the pilot. Welcome back to Sirius, pilots. Welcome back to Sirius, pilots. The Intrepid is still in dry dock, and we are scheduled to ship
I'm
out
sorry, but I want to tweak the volume.
something special for you. It is still in dry dock, and we are scheduled to ship out in 3 days. Because of the growing HOL threat, we have something special for you. Welcome back to Sirius, Pilot. During a recent roundtable with Vasudin Command, we learned that Lieutenant Cermak, an operative with the PVN, has been working undercover within the HOL. He has gathered priority intel on the HOL's operations in multiple systems. We are told that he risked his cover to obtain the information, and the PVN is working to pull him out.
It's funny how it was playing back the briefing voices more than once. Playing back the briefing voices on top of each other.
Welcome back to Sirius, pilots. The Intrepid is still in dry dock, and we are scheduled to ship out in 3 days. In the meantime, we have something special for you. During a recent roundtable with Vasudin Command, we learned that Lieutenant Cermak, an operative with the PVN, has been working undercover within the HOL. He has gathered priority intel on the HOL's operations in multiple systems. We are told that he risked his cover to obtain the information, and the PVN is working to pull him out. Because of the growing HOL threat in Antares, Admiral Poe wants that intel. Lieutenant Cermak is aboard the installation Caillou, a former PVN installation in Alpha Centauri that was captured early when the HOL revolted. The station is heavily defended, and extracting the operative will not be an easy task. Vasudin Intelligence has no agents in the system, and your previous activity within the GTI makes you qualified for this task. Admiral Poe knows you are up to the challenge, and the PVN accepted his offer. The 47th is going in. You'll be working heavily with the Vasudins on this one, and even be flying Vasudin fighters. Alpha 3 will be flown by a PVN pilot. This is critical to the success of the mission. You are being sent in undercover. The PVD Frontier will stir the nest. With such a critical target in their own backyard, the HOL should take the bait and sortie an attack squad. Your job will be to hunt down a wing of Thoths and take their place. You will not be launched until Thoths are in the field. You will need to steal their IFF codes and destroy them before they enter subspace. You will have limited time to take them out, so finish the job in subspace if you must. Your Thoths have been modified for Terran use. They have been equipped with a deployment mechanism and are loaded with 5 remote charges. This comes at a cost. You will have no countermeasures and limited secondary ammo. This is a smash and grab job. Once you've arrived, deploy the charges. Alpha 1, you must drop your charges near the fighter bay. This should take 3 charges, so use your discretion with the ones remaining. Alpha 2 will take communications, and Alpha 3 will deploy his charges near any hostile cruisers in the area. Please be aware that the charges must be within 150 meters of the targeted subsystem. Lieutenant Cermak is responsible for escaping the installation by whatever means possible. He will contact you when he is ready. Once he's out, detonate the charges and assume escort of Lieutenant Cermak until he's away. We recommend you stay within 1,500 meters of Lieutenant Cermak's craft to ensure his safety. Help is extremely limited on this one, and timing is crucial. If anything goes wrong, we will likely need to abort mission. Good luck.
Okay. Now I know I have to be... I think my problem last time was I had to be within 150 meters of the system in order for the charges to be effective.
Alpha, Ares wing is retreating. You need to destroy them before they warp out. Your computer will
Ares.
your IFF when you get within 500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will handle it from here.
Gosh, the voices are so loud, but I kind of like the loud, but it's a bit too loud.
this one's all yours. Download his IFF and take him out.
Oh man.
Alpha, you failed to capture their IFF codes. We will have to abort the mission.
I didn't know. I overestimated the power of my weapons. Oh, come on.
Ares wing is retreating. You need to destroy them before they warp out. Your computer will copy their IFF when you get within 500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will handle it from here.
Oh man. Okay. Turn so that I don't have to deal so much with the sun glare. Good grief. Okay, so I'm supposed to kill Ares 3, I think.
Alpha 1, this one's all yours. Download his IFF and take him out.
Beautiful kill, sir.
You have their IFF codes. Warp out now, Alpha.
On your command, Alpha 1.
Alright. Okay. Light base, Caillou. Former PVN installation. Breckenberry. You fired to skip.
We have lost contact with our forces engaging the PVD frontier. What happened? The PVN laid down heavy fire, and most of our forces were destroyed. Very well, Ares. What is your damage report? We have taken little damage and are still well armed. What was the status of the PVD frontier as she left the area?
Oh man.
We vectored its course, and it seems to be heading away from this area. Acknowledged, Ares. You are cleared for landing. Cancer, intercept Ares and scan them. Acknowledged. We will investigate Ares' wing.
Oh crap.
Caillou, Ares is broadcasting stolen IFF codes and is being piloted by Terrans. Caillou, Ares' wing has fired weapons. It's sabotage. Message received. Reissuing IFFs and cycling transmission codes. New orders.
Alpha, they're on you. Alpha wing. Hostile target scanners are...
I don't know what I did wrong.
Alpha, Ares wing.
Okay. Let's skip to the checkpoint. But what the heck? I thought the... Definitely did it last time. Oh man.
Alpha, Ares' wing is retreating. You need to destroy them before they computer will copy their IFF when you get within 500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will handle it from here. Alpha 1, this one's all yours. Download his IFF and take him out. You have their IFF codes. Walk out now, Alpha.
On your command, Alpha 1.
Was it my last answer that I got wrong?
We have lost contact with our forces engaging the PVD frontier. What happened? The PVN laid down heavy fire, and most of our forces were destroyed. Very well, Ares. What is your damage report? We have taken heavy damage and are running low on weapons and countermeasures. Ares, our sensors show that you are in full repair. What is going on here? Cancer,
Man.
Alpha, Ares wing is retreating. You need to destroy them before they warp out. Your computer will copy their IFF when you get...
I guess the thing I got wrong was where the PVD frontier was heading. Man.
500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will handle it from here. Alpha 1, this one's all yours. Download his IFF and take him out.
Man.
You have their IFF codes. Walk out now, Alpha.
On your command, Alpha 1.
I hope I get it right this time. Goodness. This is not easy.
Ares, we have lost contact with our forces engaging the PVD frontier. What happened? Not sure. PVN forces seem to be coming from everywhere. Ares, that is no reason to retreat from an engagement zone. Explain your actions. We were completely overrun by PVN forces and had to retreat. Acknowledged. Please transmit your authorization codes.
That is no...
Alpha, Ares wing is retreating. You need to destroy them before they warp out. Your computer will copy their IFF when you get within 500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will handle it from here.
really like the student heads-up display.
Alpha 1, this one's all yours. Download his IFF and take him out. Alpha, you failed to capture their IFF codes. We will have to abort the mission. Return to the Intrepid. You have their IFF codes. Warp out now, Alpha.
On your command, Alpha 1.
Replay mission. Damn it. Way too trigger happy. This one.
Alpha, Ares Wing is retreating. You need to destroy them before they warp out. Your computer will copy their IFF when you get within 500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will handle it from here.
Okay. So, the other warship, the other Hammer of Light warships are getting destroyed.
Download his IFF and take him out.
Okay.
You have their IFF codes. Warp out now, Alpha.
On your command, Alpha 1.
Oh man. I don't know if it's possible to fix the bug where, you know, you have the... I don't know if it's possible to fix the bug where you have the thing on the bing, on the wing, on the bing, on the thing, on the wing. But you have the... where you manage to get the IFF codes, but it's for data wave, and they apparently think you haven't got the IFF codes. What the heck? That's what happens when I can't think of when I don't know what to say.
Ares, we have lost contact with our forces engaging the PVD frontier. What happened? The PVN laid down heavy fire, and most of our forces were destroyed. Very well, Ares. What is your damage report? We have taken little damage and are still well armed. What was the status of the PVD frontier as she left the area? We vectored its course, and we believe it is heading this way. Copy that, Ares. Assume a patrol path and stay alert.
Great.
They bought it. Alright, Alpha. Proceed to your targets.
Okay.
Keep an eye on Cancer Wing. They'll be in for a surprise if they see you.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on Cancer Wing. Okay.
Damn it. I've got a feed gem in my countermeasure bay. Only got 2 charges out.
All charges dropped. Proceeding to simulate a patrol path.
Alpha 1, you may choose to supplement Alpha 2's target. Drop 2 more charges near the comm system at your discretion. Alpha 2, proceed to the patrol path.
Alpha 1, you are getting too close to Cancer Wing.
Where are they? have much of an opening here, but
Heads up, guys. Cancer's approaching.
man. Okay.
Cancer's headed this way. Alpha 1, don't let them get within scanner range.
Okay. Where are they? I may have left myself without a choice here. But where is that fighter bay that I'm...
Hi. Ares is broadcasting stolen IFF.
This is not good.
Alpha, Ares.
They bought it. All right, Alpha. Proceed to your targets.
Well, this is much easier. Well, this looks like it's gonna be much easier than this last time, because I don't have... Because all the cancers are all bunched up together.
Cancer's approaching.
Actually,
Alpha,
what?
Ares wing is retreating. You need to destroy
No,
them before they walk.
I'm not keen on making things...
When you get within 500 meters. Do not worry about us, Alpha. We will
Making things too easy for myself. Yeah.
Alpha 1, this one's all yours. Download his IFF and take him out.
Okay.
You have their IFF codes. Walk out now, Alpha.
On your command, Alpha 1.
Man. I mean, I take it that I have only a very limited time to do this. I have to have all the charges in place when Lieutenant Fairmock gets out. Oh, man. Okay. Now at least I know what to do.
We have lost contact with our forces engaging the PVD frontier. What happened? The PVN laid down heavy fire, and most of our forces were destroyed. Very well, Ares. What is your damage report? We have taken little damage and are still well armed. What was the status of the PVD frontier as she left the area? We vectored its course, and we believe it is heading this way. Copy that, Ares. Assume a patrol path and stay alert.
They bought it. Alright, Alpha. Proceed to your targets.
One fun fact that that's, I think I played a campaign where you played as a student,
They'll be in for a surprise if they see you.
and years and years ago, I played a campaign where you played as one of the students, and instead of Alpha, you were Alpha 1, you were Aries 1. Because it's a zodiac sign.
All charges dropped. Proceeding to simulate a patrol path.
Damn it. I've got a feed gem in my countermeasure bay. Only got 2 charges out.
Alpha 1, you may choose to supplement Alpha 2's target. Drop 2 more charges near the comm system at your discretion. Alpha 2, proceed to the patrol path.
Damn it.
Alpha 1, you are getting too close to Cancer Wing.
Okay. Okay, 150.
Cancer's headed this way. Alpha 1, don't let them get within scanner range.
Alpha 1, this is Lieutenant Cermak. I am launching from the fighter bay in a stolen Armand bomber. Please provide cover. Alright, Alpha, this is it. Take out the turrets near the fighter bay if possible. Alpha 2, detonate your charges now. As soon as Cermak is out of range, we'll detonate the rest of the charges.
Fire in the hole, you fanatical bastards!
Caillou, Ares Wing has fired weapons. It's sabotage. Message received, reissuing IFFs and cycling transmission codes. New orders. Alpha Lead, remember to blow your charges after Cermak is 500 meters from the fighter bay. Stay clear of the blast radius yourself. Detonation sequence initiated.
So what was I supposed to do with the... Was I supposed to detonate it before... I'm supposed to...
The HLC Fen rail sustained critical damage but is still in one piece.
Was I supposed to detonate the charges before...
Enemy fighter bay is out of commission. Well done, pilot.
The turrets are down. Form up on Cermak.
Alpha, my subspace drive just failed.
Solid copy, Cermak. Command, situation report. Our objective is not...
I'm pressing G and there's nothing's popping up.
Stand by.
We've got a destroyer arriving. It's the Vigil.
But how was I supposed to...
Command, we need help out here.
Acknowledged, Alpha. We've sorted a transport to your EZ. They'll dock with our contact and hot jump out. ETA 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh man. I really don't know how I was supposed to destroy the comm system, but
Alpha, air...
at least I... Man.
They bought it. All right, Alpha. Proceed to your targets.
Keep an eye on Cancer Wing. They'll be in for a surprise if they see you.
Damn it. Wish I could look in that direction, but
Damn it. I've got a feed gem in my countermeasure bay. Only got 2 charges out.
Alpha 1, you may choose to supplement Alpha 2's target. Drop 2 more charges near the comm system at your discretion. Alpha 2, proceed to the patrol path.
All charges dropped. Proceeding to simulate a patrol path.
man. Okay.
Cancer's headed this way. Alpha 1, don't let them get within scanner range.
Bay, fighter bay. Oh, shit.
Heads up, guys. Cancer's approaching.
They're right in front of the fighter bay. Gosh, that thruster flame is kind of ugly. Damn it. Son of a gun. How do I get away from them? How do I get away from them while still approaching my objective? No. Yeah, they're blocking the fighter bay. I don't think there's any way that I can get past Cancer 1 with them in the way like that. I think he's far enough away for now. I think he's far enough away now.
Sabotage.
Their communications are down, Alpha. Let's hope that delays their reinforcements.
Message received. Reissuing IFFs and cycling transmission codes. New orders. Alpha 1, this is Lieutenant Cermak. I am launching from the fighter bay in a stolen armored bomber. Please provide cover. Alright, Alpha, this is it. Take out the turrets near the fighter bay if possible. Alpha 2, detonate your charges now. As soon as Cermak is out of range, we'll detonate the rest of the charges.
Fire in the hole, you fanatical bastards!
Right.
Alpha lead. Remember to blow your charges after Cermak is 500 meters from the fighter bay. Stay clear of the blast radius yourself.
The turrets are down. Form up on Zermatt.
Well, I got the...
Detonation sequence initiated.
Well, I detonated my charges in the fighter bay, but I also was able to successfully take down the communications. Glad I did.
The HLC Fenrir sustained critical damage, but is still in one piece.
With the amount of at least that one.
Enemy fighter bay is out of commission. Well done, pilot.
Looks like it didn't check that until... Like it didn't take into account the fact that I may have detonated my charges before. It's like it may not have taken into account the fact that I may have detonated my charges before Zermatt launched.
Solid copy, Zermatt. Command, situation report. Our objective is not jump capable.
Copy, Alpha. Stand by.
Damn.
Beautiful
Wing.
kill, sir.
We've got a destroyer arriving. It's the Vigil. The Fenrir must still have had communications before it went down.
Command, we need help out here.
Acknowledged, Alpha. We've sorted a transport to your EZ. They'll dock with our contact and hot jump out. ETA, 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Focus on protecting Zermatt. Destroy any remaining turrets on the Caillou.
Can we do this? Missile launcher. No. We have no countermeasures.
The Vigil's launching fighters. Alpha, form up.
We gotta rely on the speed to... Well, I seem to be drawing their fire at least, so I don't really think I can...
Roger that, sir.
Systems are failing. Please assist. Enemy fight is on approach vector. The Caillou managed to launch a few fighters. Take them down.
Okay. Libra.
The GTS Camden now on station. Outpoint, rise whatever time you can.
Target acquired. Moving to engage. Understood.
Okay.
Delta 1, cut your engines and prepare for docking.
Systems are failing. Please assist. Alpha, watch our backs.
Well, I'm trying to, but... Not to tell which ones are friends and which ones are foes.
Docking ring sealed. Powering up jump drives.
Okay.
GTS Camden reports mission outcome successful. Excelling job, Alpha Wing. Return to base.
Selling job. I think that's a bit incorrect for grammar. But I guess this is the best outcome I'm going to get.
Lieutenant Cermak was safely escorted out of HOL territory and is now being transported to a secret location. The information he carries about the HOL is vital in our efforts to contain the threat. Expect a report by the time we return to Antares. By destroying the cruisers, you helped to weaken the HOL's hold in this territory. Good work. We had no way of knowing that Alpha 2's deployment bay would fail, but you overcame the circumstances and still managed to rescue Lieutenant Cermak. The Admiral is impressed. Over the last week, you have gone undercover twice and lived to tell about it. These operations are always tricky, and you performed admirably. Success in these operations is sure to bring us the information we need to understand our enemies. Because this is so vital to all of our operations in the future, and because of the important role that you played, we are awarding you the Intelligence Cross.
Right. Let's see what medals I have. Gosh, they even gave the medals gave the SCP-UI treatment. But I can't.
Lieutenant Cermak.
I can't press the exit button. I guess that's work in progress. The Distinguished Intelligence Cross is not.
Lieutenant.
The Distinguished Intelligence Cross is not in the base. It's not in the box. Prometheus R carries an EMP effect to disorient enemies. Really, that doesn't match up with my experience. Then again, they could have modified it from Free Space 2. And so I'm thinking of, oh man, glad I got past that one. And I'm glad I was able to destroy the communications. But I'm not sure I got that correct. Like I detonated the charges in the fighter bay. I laid the charges in the fighter before Lieutenant Vernock got out of there. And I think I was the charges on the comms before. I think I was to detonate the charges on the comms before detonating the charges in the fighter. Oh man. Well, since I've been dropping a few frames.
We set course for the subspace node to Antares. Our orders are to maintain patrol of the system. We have received reports of increased Hammer of Light activity in Antares over the last few weeks. By now, all of you should have seen the reports on Senator Hoshi. Clearly, the smugglers have set something in motion, and it is likely that we will engage the rogue Vasudan forces alongside the criminal organizations.
Okay, Hammer of Light activity increases. Tensions between Terran and Vasudan populations within Antares have been escalating with the increase of Hammer of Light operations. In an effort to combat this unrest and deal with trouble at the same time, considerable financial muscle has been thrown in behind a campaign to promote solidarity, coexistence, and friendship between Terran and Vasudan, and to circulate names, faces, and video footage of the Hammer of Light traitors with a very handsome reward up for grabs for information leading to their arrest or elimination. Details to follow. Facade of the Starscape. The shadows of the Great War continue to dance across the stars. My readers will no doubt would have already heard the unfortunate news regarding the Vasuden attack on Hillross Station, a management hub for the gas mining corporation Exxon Beckham. The GTA and the Vasudens have both identified the culprits as Hammer of Light operatives. That may be the case, but it does not change the situation in any way. This declaration accomplishes nothing besides distancing our so-called defenders from the problem. Almost 50 innocent lives were lost in the attack, with many more people wounded. Most of these were freighter and station crew, but several key executives in Exxon Beckham's corporate structure also numbered among the casualties. These are the people, no matter their rank or salary, that keep the struggling economy of Antares breathing, and the powers that be do nothing but resort to name-calling. This situation is not entirely grim, however. Local security forces at and around Hillross Station rallied to fend off the Hammer of Light attackers. By the time GTA fighters arrived on the scene, the battle was over. Rosh Korant, Director of Operations at Exxon Beckham, praised the quick response time of the local pilots. If it wasn't for the timely intervention of our fellow Antarians, I wouldn't be speaking to you now. This incident was a tragedy. I've lost inspiring and hard-working colleagues, and many families have lost loved ones. More than anything, these events demonstrate that we need to stand together if we're going to survive the current crisis. Truer words have never been spoken. We have tolerated the Alliance's meddling out of a sense that we have no choice. Today's battle and the Alliance's failure to secure their own senators have started to chip away at the myth of their military superiority. Perhaps now we can start to look for alternatives. The suffering must end.
At 0200...
Alright.
Vasuden intelligence has kept up their end of the bargain. Thanks to our successful extraction of Lieutenant Cermak, we have been given access to all of PVI's intel on HOL forces. Unfortunately, there was no information about Ozymandias or the HLD Cardinal. However, we have learned that the HOL has recently obtained some payment from unofficial channels. It was likely supplied by the likes of our regular senators. The nature of the payment is unclear, as are the terms of the deal, but we do know that they are attempting to secure passage to Rush 128 and untrue to Dubhe. Their motives are currently unknown. However, it is certain that, at least in part, they will travel through Antares. We do not know the extent of the Hammer of Light fleet in Antares, but we anticipate that it is growing. The latest intelligence reports suggest that the destroyer and multiple cruisers have discreetly entered the system via Alpha Centauri and Vasuda. It is also possible that they have been using the Phasing Vega node to sneak forces in from Deneb. Do not underestimate the HOL. Many of their pilots have just as much combat training as any GTA pilot. However, they are also zealous and resistant, often using kamikaze and other extreme tactics. Be alert out there. Fortunately, our refit in Sirius offered us some new defenses. The Intrepid has been outfitted with the latest in-point defense systems or flak weaponry. The technology is still experimental, but the scientists behind it insist it is ready for field engagement. These weapons are highly effective against fighters, bombers, and even light cruisers. It works by launching explosive shells at a high rate of fire toward incoming targets. These shells explode near simultaneously, creating a defensive screen of concussive blasts. This will enable fighter patrols to focus on bombers while the flak targets incoming. Use this to your advantage when assigned escort duty. We also received a shipment of the new GTW-5A Prometheus R. The Prometheus R is a modified version of the original Prometheus weapon, designed to incorporate some of the advanced electromagnetic mechanisms of the Banshee. This technology has not been perfected and is highly experimental. The Prometheus R suffers from a long recharge cycle and high energy requirements, so use at your discretion.
Alright pilots, listen up. At 6,300 hours, just as we entered the Antares system, we received a distress and warning signal from Antares Station. This message was incomplete, but it appears as if there was an explosion of some kind. Given the station's incomplete status and the amount of local raw materials that could be the cause, we think it likely that station has only temporarily lost communication. The message included IFF transponder signals to beacons that are about 18 kilometers from the station itself. We have picked up and located these transponders on sensors. Additionally, long-range scans indicate the immediate area around the station is currently not jump-capable. We suspect the explosion released heavy solid and gaseous debris into the area, effectively cutting off immediate subspace access. Pilots, the situation is critical. You may have already heard that the GTA has recently been forced to lift all subspace node travel restrictions. This marks the first time in 10 years that ships can cross into Antares undocumented. What this means for us today is that traffic through Antares, specifically to the only major fuel hub in the system, Antares Station, has increased 20-fold. We have detected and contacted more than 5 convoys en route to Antares Station, with more likely on their way. They have been redirected to the IFF transponders and instructed to wait there for further orders. We have no reason to suspect hostile intent at this time. However, given the recently discovered deal between local smugglers and the Hammer of Light, we need to be cautious. To that end, we are deploying Alpha and Beta wings to the transponder's location. There you will assess the situation and make local contact with Antares Station, if possible. You will also be responsible for all convoy traffic that enters the area. The Intrepid is prepping for a possible battle situation by bringing the new flak weaponry online. Once those modifications are complete and its jump drives are charged, the Intrepid will proceed toward Antares Station. Again, we do not suspect hostile intent. However, the Admiral doesn't want us to get caught with our pants on the floor. Should the situation escalate, reinforcements will be made available.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Maybe I'll put on shield. Maybe I can use the shield breaker of the Banshee. And shield breaker. Wonder how well the Prometheus R is going to do in terms of range. Oh man. Okay, so... Oh, there's a new copy to wing button. Great.
Command, this is Alpha Wing. We're on station near the transponder. We have a small convoy holding position nearby.
Copy, Alpha. Try to make contact with Antares Station and hold position near the transponder until we can assess the situation.
Antares Station, this is Beta Wing of the 47th Cutthroats. GTD Intrepid. What's your status?
Beta, one of our construction depots exploded, sending volatile materials throughout the area. It's causing massive communications and subspace distortion. Do you read?
This is the transport Grips home. We're en route to this coordinates and told to hold position. What's the situation? Are we clear to proceed?
Stand by, Gripsholm.
Say again, Antares Station. We do not copy.
Beta, we're sending Phi Wing outside the debris field to intercept and make contact. Stand by.
Command, we are receiving transmissions from the station, but they are indecipherable.
Copy that, Beta. We are setting up a safe rally point for convoys in the area. Hold position. We'll transmit the rally point coordinates when the location has been secured.
Transport Grips home. Our orders are to hold position here until a secure rally point can be established elsewhere in the system. What is your cargo and destination?
Alpha, we are inbound from Beta Aquila, en route to the Beetlejuice system.
Well, your bro used to love this game a lot, but you said you were not too much into space things, though they fascinated you. Oh yeah.
We need to refuel and resupply before we can make the jump to Beta Cygni.
Well, I've always really liked space sims. I've always been fascinated by space sims. I was an accident. Shooting him was an accident, but my favorite video game from my childhood is Wing Commander Prophecy.
This is Phi 1, Antara Security. We're just having a bit of local interference at the station. We are working on clearing the debris now. What's the situation?
Phi, we've got multiple civilian vessels en route to this location. We can't risk a smuggler raid. A secure rally point is being set up elsewhere. Until then, we need to get these transports moved to a more secure location.
Our best option is to make way toward Antara Station. Comm traffic with the station is limited to extremely short range. We'll contact the station, then we'll return to assist with the escort.
Alright. Grips home. Power up and make way toward the station. Further instructions will be given en route.
Okay. Yeah, Wing Commander Prophecy is a pretty cool game.
We returned from a boring tour in Sirius just to play the role of traffic cops in Antares.
Man, my parents were watching a lot. My parents were watching a lot of sci-fi show. It was when I was a kid. They were watching Star Trek, like Babylon 5. I think it was mainly Babylon 5, but in Commander Prophecy, he gave me, I guess, a taste of the enjoyment that my parents were getting out of the sci-fi TV shows. I preferred something more interactive over just watching TV.
It's quiet. These boats don't have a lot of plating.
Man. Oh my. I can see those fans are spinning. That's a really cool detail that I really didn't notice before.
What the hell? My sensors just whacked out.
Someone's using an ECM jammer.
Alright, we've got incoming. 9 o'clock. Could be another convoy, but something's not right here. Beta 1, can you check it out?
Hang tight, Alpha. We are heading your way to assist.
I've got visual on 9 Vasudan craft. Shit! Weapon's hot. It must be Hammer of Light.
We're tracking a small mining fleet en route to the transponder. Secure the area as quickly as possible.
Damn it! Beta 1 is down. Alpha, intercept those fighters. We'll cover the convoy.
Ma'am, we've been engaged by the Hammer of Light. Please advise.
Sensors are back online.
Protect the convoy, pilots. The Intrepid is making final
What the heck is going on?
Jump to your location when the modifications are complete.
This is the GTSC, Tully. We've emerged into a hostile situation with HOL forces. Please advise.
Tully, have your group set course for Atari Station.
Sail rifle shots.
Booyah! Took another one down.
Steer. Man. Already, yeah, I'm suffering a lot. Already, I took a lot of damage. Man, I'm more worried about Brendan than the other ships. Maneuvering, and I'm not having a good time. It's not easy trying to hit them.
They've retreated. I doubt they've given up, though. Let's form up.
Man, we're stuck in an ugly situation out there. There is no way we will be able to protect every ship on this route.
We're working our fleet throughout the system. Stand by.
This is the PVT at Para. Our destination is Anteri Station. However, we have been routed to this location. Please provide instructions.
Akpara, you may proceed to Antari Station. Be advised that we have just been attacked by the Hammer of Light, and we do expect them to return. Stay in a tight formation. We'll cover you as best we can.
Acknowledged, Alpha.
I believe I'm supposed to protect these guys.
Pilots, the Intrepid has been engaged by Hammer of Light forces. We cannot assist until the Intrepid has resolved its engagement. Captain Matheny of the GTC Tunisian and Captain Bosch of the GTC Algerian are securing 2 separate rally points for us. We will advise you when they are ready.
Copy that, Command.
Alpha 1, we are giving you direct operational control. You will need to choose which convoys are of the highest priority and take appropriate actions to defend them. We've detected and informed 7 more civilian groups en route to your location. Your computer will automatically group them together. Target 1 craft and add it to your escort list, and your computer will add the rest in the group. Pilots, you are now responsible for hundreds
I'm glad
of
that
lives. The Admiral expects you to perform as such.
Alright guys, prioritized convoys will be marked with
Right,
yellow on your
it's
HUD.
like
All others will be marked by orange.
really nice that
Protect
I
as many ships as you can, but those marked in yellow are to take highest priority. Phi, are you on board with that?
Alpha, you need to understand that we don't fall under your authority. Our priority will always be for convoys carrying a large number of passengers and personnel. We suggest you do the same.
With all due respect, Phi, we have
Heads up! 3 HOL gunships with escort have emerged from subspace.
Looks like they are trying to head us off. If those gunships get in range of the convoys, they'll rip them apart.
We'll stay here and protect the convoy. Beta, go see about scrapping those Nuits.
We've got incoming!
Heads up. They've sent in Osiris-class bombers. Their warheads are a severe threat to the convoys.
And I think we got fighters attacking our charges. Oh yes. Man.
6 o'clock. Evasive action.
Really hate to have to really hope that I can protect this convoy. Shit. Can I? Can I do it? I'd like to think that I can do better.
Command, this is Alpha Wing. We're on station near the transponder. We have a small convoy holding position nearby.
Copy, Alpha. Try to make contact with Antares Station and hold position near the transponder until we can assess the situation.
Antares Station, this is Beta Wing of the 47th Cutthroats. GTD Intrepid. What's your status?
Either that or I just really suck as
depots
a...
exploded, sending volatile materials throughout the area. It's causing massive communications and subspace distortion. Do you read?
This is the transport Grips home. We're en route to this coordinates and told to hold position. What's the situation? Are we clear to proceed?
Stand by, Gripsholm.
Say again, Antares Station. We do not copy.
Beta, we're sending Phi Wing outside the debris field to intercept and make contact. Stand by.
Command, we are receiving transmissions from the station, but they are indecipherable.
Copy that, Beta. We are setting up a safe rally point for convoys in the area. Hold position. We'll transmit the rally point coordinates when the location has been secured.
Transport Gripsholm. Our orders are to hold position here until a secure rally point can be established elsewhere in the system. What is your cargo and destination?
Alpha, we are inbound from Beta Aquila, en route to the Beetlejuice system. We are mostly carrying passengers, people who intend to join up with the mining operations out there. We need to refuel and resupply before we can make the jump to Beta Cygni.
Alpha Wing, this is Phi 1 Antara Security. We're just having a bit of local interference at the station. We are working on clearing the debris now. What's the situation?
Phi, we've got multiple civilian vessels en route to this location. We can't risk a smuggler raid. A secure rally point is being set up elsewhere. Until then, we need to get these transports moved to a more secure location.
Our best option is to make way toward Antara Station. Comm traffic with the station is limited to extremely short range. We'll contact the station, then we'll return to assist with the escorts.
All right. Gripsholm, power up and make way toward the station. Further instructions will be given en route.
So I have an extra new PC, almost ready to put it together, and but you still need a power supply.
Let's form up on the convoy and hope it stays just as quiet.
I also ordered a new mouse because the left mouse button on my current mouse is failing. I need... So, there's no way to repair the current mouse I have now, and there's no... there's no warranty for the mouse I have now. There's no way to repair it either, so...
What the hell? My sensors just whacked out.
Someone's using an ECM jammer.
Alright, we've got incoming. 9 o'clock. Could be another convoy, but something's not right here. Beta 1, can you check it out?
Hang tight, Alpha. We are heading your way to assist.
I've got visual on 9 Masudin craft. Shit! Weapons hot. It must be Hammer of Light.
We're tracking a small mining fleet en route to the transponder. Secure the area as quickly as possible.
Damn it! Beta 1 is down. Alpha, intercept those fighters. We'll cover the convoy.
Command, we've been engaged by the Hammer of Light. Be advised.
Sensors are back online.
Protect the convoy, pilots. The Intrepid is making final adjustments to the flag system. It will jump to your location when the modifications are complete.
This is the GTSC Tully. We've emerged into a hostile situation with HOL forces. Please advise.
Tully, have your group set course for Antares Station. Cover.
Scratch one bandit.
Okay. We managed to protect that better, but okay, destroy hostiles. Okay, rearm. Okay, I can call. Okay, I can call in for a rearm. Rearmed by the support ship.
They've retreated. I doubt they've given up, though. Let's form up.
Oh wow, 47th Cutthroats on the squadron logo. Also, it's interesting to see that when you come to a complete stop, the engine flames disappear.
This is the PVT at Para. Our destination is Anteri Station. However, we have been routed to this location. Please provide instructions.
Para, you may proceed to Antari Station. Be advised that we have just been attacked by the Hammer of Light, and we do expect them to return. Stay in a tight formation. We'll cover you as best we can.
Acknowledged, Alpha.
I hope the frame rate here is good. I don't know how good the frame rate here is, but...
Pilots, the Intrepid has been engaged by Hammer of Light forces. We cannot assist until the Intrepid has resolved its engagement. Captain Matheny of the GTC Tunisian and Captain Bosch of the GTC Algerian are securing 2 separate rally points for us. We will advise you when they are ready.
Copy that, Command.
Alpha 1, we are giving you direct operational control. You will need to choose which convoys are of the highest priority and take appropriate actions to defend them. We've detected and informed 7 more civilian groups en route to your location. Your computer will automatically group them together. Target 1 craft and add it to your escort list, and your computer will add the rest in the group. Pilots, we are now responsible for hundreds of lives. The Admiral expects you to perform as such.
Alright guys, prioritized convoys will be marked with yellow on your HUD. All others will be marked by orange. Protect as many ships as you can, but those marked in yellow are to take highest priority. Phi, are you on board with that?
Alpha, you need to understand that we don't fall under your authority. Our priority will always be for convoys carrying a large number of passengers and personnel. We suggest you do the same.
With all due respect, Phi, we have
Heads up! 3 HOO gunships with escort have emerged from subspace.
Looks like they are trying to head us off. If those gunships get in range of the convoys, they'll rip them apart.
We'll stay here and protect the convoy. Beta, go see about scrapping those Nuits.
Bandits inbound, weapons hot.
Heads up. They've sent in Osiris-class bombers. Their warheads are a severe threat to the convoys.
Man. Wait, those guys are way off. Okay, so I got the radar range filter in place. Okay, so let's see what I...
One less to worry about.
Oh my god, they always come with overwhelming force, and I don't know how I could possibly deal with those.
Phase of action.
Pilots, the GTC Tunisian is reporting that it has secured the area as best it can. Captain Matheny says he can protect up to 10 ships.
Copy, Command. GTSC Tully, TT Gripzone. I'm transmitting the coordinates now. You need to depart immediately before more Hammer of Light arrives.
Alpha, we're going to stay under Phi's escort and try to make it to the station.
Acknowledged, Gripzone. PB PVT Okpara, that means your group will warp to the rally point.
Powering up subspace drive.
Oh dear. No.
Copy that.
Alpha, Beta, reform on the Civ boats. Don't let these bastards distract you.
Pilots, we're tracking 3 more convoys that should arrive near the transponder in approximately 1 minute. You need to get back there quick.
Okay.
Go ahead, Alpha. We'll cover this convoy all the way to the station. Then we'll return to assist you further.
The GTC Tunisian is reporting that the convoys have arrived. Sweep the area, pilots. We are tracking more civilians inbound.
Okay, well...
Mayday. This is the PVFR Hatsu. The Hammer of Light has tracked us through subspace. We are taking heavy damage. We will emerge near the transponder momentarily. Please assist.
That will work, sir.
I don't really have much of a chance of saving those guys.
We won't get there in time.
Copy that.
Yes, sir.
Damn it!
Yeah. Well, also the Wing Commander Prophecy, I think another reason I liked it so much is that my parents were involved in ham radio and amateur radio, and the voices, the in-flight voices that you hear reminded me of that. I don't know, but I just liked flying around in space and shooting aliens. I just like flying around in space and shooting aliens that never.
Alpha Wing, we have arrived. We were informed en route of the situation. Please provide escort.
Keck, you are more than 10 clicks from the transponder.
Copy that.
This is the PVT. We have arrived at the assigned coordinates. Please advise.
Yes, sir.
Copy.
Command, this is not going to work. There is no way we can protect this many ships at these distances. We need some help out here.
All right, pilots. Stand by. The Intrepid has secured the area and...
Mayday, this is Captain Anthony. Command, we have been engaged by the HOL. They have...
What the hell? I thought those rally points were secured, Command.
Stand by. We are going to confirm the status of our rally points.
We need a new strategy. There is no way we can protect this many ships the distance to Antari Station.
The best plan is to form a tight formation right here until reinforcements arrive.
Beta, we've reviewed the situation. Admiral Poe agrees with your assessment. Captain Bosch reported heavy casualties caused by some kind of Vasudin-Shivan hybrid bomber. No response from Captain Matheny. Get the transports into the formation. The Intrepid will arrive in several minutes. Stay ready, pilots. The HOL's plans do not often include simply harassing civilian targets.
Transport captains, listen up. I'm transmitting coordinates to place you in a Zama 3 formation.
Those boats are wide open until we get them together. We need to split up and cover them. Alpha 1, which convoy should we cover?
You got it.
All right. Alpha, form up on the PVT OPEP and its group. Phi?
We'll cover the Kex group.
Beta, that leaves the freighters for you. Stay sharp.
Copy that.
You see, they shorten the names there in order to... in order to make it fit on the directives list. I remember having to shorten a lot of the text to Wolfenstein Blade of Agony.
Here they come.
Therefore, there they are. Libra wing. Okay, Sagittaria. This is going after though.
Look out!
You got incoming!
The transports with warheads. Take down those bombs fast.
We've got incoming.
Oh.
Anyone see that? Call me.
Boy, Pisces, well. They said something about a hybrid Gushing sheathing bomber. Dear. So I hear about that there's a UFSO feature where that allows missiles to lock onto multiple targets. Dear. Taking heavy turret fire here.
We've got incoming.
Close with this Rassy. That. Damn it.
One less to worry about.
I'm not doing too hot here. The frame rate on the stream is cutting out, and I'm even having a frame rate issue. I'm even having frame rate issues outside of the stream. Hopefully I can protect this convoy. Pep, I hope they are safe now.
Sit tight. We're on our way.
Port ship. Okay, we're in range of Libra wing, so I figure I may as well try to. I figure I may as well try to take them down. Gosh, making me think I should really give up on this computer. Give up on streaming from this computer and, you know, go to the new computer, assemble my new computer, and do my streaming from there. And even my bitrate is suffering. Oh. I don't need to worry too much about the I don't need to worry too much about something I don't.
Undocking now. We're clear.
What is that? Oh, another convoy.
under siege by Hammer of Light forces. We are placing all transports into a tight formation until the area is secure.
You mean you haven't secured the area yet?
We are doing the best we can. The Intrepid should arrive in just a few minutes. That ought to deter any further HOL attack.
Negative, Alpha. There is no way a few GTA fighters can protect us from a Hammer of Light. We're going to make for the station. Good luck.
He's right, this is not a good idea. We are spread way too thin as it is.
So, we're letting them go without escort?
We don't have a choice. Stay and protect the formation.
What's Beta Wing up to? I mean... Gar...
Pilots, the Intrepid will be arriving momentarily to secure the area. Stand by.
It's about time. I'm not sure we
Maybe
can
I'll
further.
deploy Beta to protect them. Flying Alpha to protect these
The
guys.
most powerful ship in Antares is moments away. I seriously doubt the HOL is bold enough to attack now.
Yes, sir.
Right. Intrepid is here.
Pilots, this is the GTD Intrepid. We are preparing to deploy multiple wings. Stand by.
Copy, Intrepid. Good to see you.
What the?
Hammer of Light cruisers emerging from subspace. Pilots, take them out.